UK kitchen with Ida. Hello Ida, how are
Hello,
you?
I'm good, thank you.
So this looks interesting. Again, not very many ingredients,
No,
so it's
no.
very simple.
I like to keep it simple. I am making today a blueberry sorbet, and
Wow.
it is so easy. You can make it at any time of the year because you can buy frozen blueberries. So here I have half a kilo of frozen blueberries, which I'm going to put in a bowl. And
if you buy them fresh or frozen, it really doesn't make a difference, does it?
it doesn't make a difference. It'll make a difference in a little bit, and I'll tell you when.
All right, and can I just say that I have just lately I've been reading quite a lot about the benefits of blueberries, and
They're
very,
fantastic.
very good for you.
Yes, they even help with concentration. I saw in a program not long ago. So here I have some water simmering, and I'm going to add my sugar. And what I'm trying to do with this is what's called a simple syrup. And a simple syrup is a quantity of water with half that amount of sugar. So if you have 200 mils of water, you put 100 grams of sugar. I've reduced the sugar because I think blueberries are quite sweet. And you don't want something that's going to be sort of like sugary water, frozen sugary water. So what we're going to do is that we're going to simmer it until the sugar has dissolved. Yeah. Okay, you don't have to do absolutely anything. Just chuck it on in and that's it. It's very easy. So now I'm going to bring my blueberries over here. Because they're frozen, I put the simple syrup when it's hot. If they were not frozen, cool down the simple syrup. Right,
so if they're not frozen, we cool it down. If they are frozen, then we can put it on hot, obviously. Yeah,
yes,
right, I
yes,
get that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to add my simple syrup into the blueberries, and I'm going to use my stick blender.
Noise, everyone.
Yes. So we're going to just blend them. We're going to blend them until it's fairly smooth. You're going to have the peel of the blueberries, which when you're eating it, be careful with your teeth. You don't get them stuck.
Here at Bereavement UK.
Absolutely.
We're actually, you know, we're not here for our staged things. We're actually here as we are in the real kitchen doing real stuff.
And just cooking. So now, you remember that sloppy syrup. Now you remember that I said if they're fresh, cool it down, and if they're frozen, you can put it in hot. What happens when you put the simple syrup in hot? Once you blend it, it all is so cold. You can feel it.
Oh my goodness, Shell, it's really cold.
Exactly, it's chilly. If you put lemon juice in a hot liquid, it tends to taste a bit chemically. So then, that's why, if it's fresh, cool it down. So that you won't get that chemically taste. Now I'm going to add the juice of 2 lemons because you want to have a little bit of tanginess to the recipe.
Because
you don't want
blueberries are naturally sweet.
Exactly.
Now, could I use any fruit that I wanted to here and do the same thing?
I would, any berry.
Any berry. So I could do strawberry.
Yes. Blackberry, yes. Raspberry.
I'm also thinking if people aren't very well, sometimes they don't feel like eating very much at all. This would slip down, wouldn't it? You know,
very easy.
And also, you know, when I was at the hospice, sometimes they would give people a little bit of ice. It might just be a nice little taste to freshen the mouth.
Yes,
and they can only take something small.
And this will also not only sort of refresh their mouth, it'll also help them because it'll give us the vitamins and the benefits of the blueberry or whatever berry you're using. Some berries is better if you like raspberries, if you sieve them. If you have the time and the inclination, if you do it with raspberries, it is absolutely delicious.
And somebody asked me, Andy, you know, somebody said, somebody actually wrote in and said, I don't get why you're doing this kitchen thing. You know, what's it got to do with bereavement? And I thought, well, we could talk about that as well this time, because the reason it's got a lot to do with bereavement is I think that when people are going through that, sometimes you just don't feel like cooking. And you know, there are lots and lots and lots of cookery programs out there, and we know this.
Yes.
But there's nothing quite like ours.
no,
which is,
not at all.
you know, come into our kitchen and have a go. And I think for somebody who's newly bereaved, who perhaps has never cooked, that's what's in our mind, that you've never had to cook, or maybe you've got a family that you've just got to do something for. Very simple stuff now. You know, we've had the bread.
Yes, we've had the soup,
which we said didn't have to be celeriac. It could have been any vegetable.
Any vegetable, absolutely.
Yeah, and we've made a very simple cake with bananas.
And it's all very flexible. You know, you don't have to stick with it. If you have the berries and you have them in your freezer, then do something. It takes your mind off what you're going through. You know, and I always think that food and cooking it heals the soul. Yes, I do think that it just it helps you move on and
also
move forward.
if you're not feeling particularly hungry, or if you're caring for somebody and they're not very well, this kind of thing, you could put it and just take a scoop out every now and then and just maybe let them have a taste. And there's nothing, I mean, well, because we're not claiming to be nutritionists or anything else here. We are just Ida and Alex in the kitchen.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, and just being very simple there. I suppose if you were diabetic, you'd cut down on the sugar, or you speak to your GP or your nurse,
or use a substitute of sugar. You know,
some really good substitutes, aren't there?
Absolutely, there are some that taste just like sugar, and you take the same amount.
Yeah.
So you know, that shouldn't be a problem, and you'll get the same result. So for this, I've put the lemon, which is sort of floating on the surface. I'm just going to give it another quick noise.
We don't. You get everything in our kitchen. Yeah.
And then, if you are lucky enough to have an ice cream maker, just chuck it in the ice cream maker, freeze
and that would keep stirring it. I don't
keeps on stirring it.
So
but if you don't have one,
let me take that away for you.
Sorry, thank you. Just a plastic container. Put it in and just put it in the freezer, and then take it out
every so often.
No,
oh, no.
I don't. No.
Oh.
What I do is that I take it out a few minutes before I'm ready to serve, and so that it softens up a bit, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yes,
I never knew that it was that easy. I must be slightly sort of. Well, I'm definitely not a cook.
No, but
this, you know.
Here's what I made earlier.
Oh right, like Blue Peter.
Like Blue Peter. Yes, yes.
If you're old enough to remember Blue Peter.
And look, I've just left it out for a little bit, and look how soft and it's just perfect.
Ida, can you add other things into this? So could you add?
You could add mint leaves if you wanted a bit of that spiciness of that mint would give.
I had a really nice sorbet out the other day. I had an orange one. Is that the same? Do you make it the same?
I would make it the same way. Wow. But the thing with orange is, when you squeeze your lemon juice, make sure that some oranges are very sweet. So that's what you have to keep an eye on. And if you need to tart it up a bit, then add some lemon juice. But it would be pretty much the same principle. And with orange juice, you squeeze your oranges, you let the syrup cool down, add it little by little, and keep on tasting it so that you get the right result. So
well, it looks fantastic.
There you go.
So if you'd like to have a go at making this, you'll find the recipe on Ida's recipe pages. And Ida, next time we're going to be...
I am making a chicken stew. It's pretty much a throw it all in, if that's the mood you're in, chicken stew, and it is based on a Colombian recipe.
Is it one that's come from your grandmother again?
No, that one isn't. That has come from friends.
Okay.
So I just adapted it, and I sort of minimized it so that you wouldn't have to get too many ingredients or too many esoteric ingredients. It's stuff that you have at home, you can chuck together, let it cook, and that's it.
And does it have dumplings?
It doesn't. No, this one doesn't. It has potatoes, which are very Latin American.
But you could make the bread from before to go.
Oh, and dip it in it. It would be delicious. Yes.
Okay, so thanks for joining us. It's been really nice to have you in the kitchen again, Ida.
Thank you.
And look forward to next time. If you'd like to write to Ida, please do with your ideas. I know we've received quite a few emails saying that you found the recipes easy to follow. And yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. You can write to Ida at info@bereavement.co.uk, and if you just use the header Ida, Ida will reply back to you. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Enjoy.
I think that went down all right.